So I'll open Workbench. As you can see, I've already opened Workbench. What you're going to do, we are going to open the previous project that we created before. So I'll come here to the recent databases, recent diagrams, and I'll open the previous one that I had started drawing. So be attentive as much as you can. You miss the point, it's your loss, baby. So I'll open, here it's Workbench, so I'll just double click on this table to get its columns. So I name this table as users, and that's users. So I'm going to give it I begin with user ID, just like that I told you. Every normal table should have a what? Should have the ID with a primary key. That's a strong table. A weak table will not have a username and ID and primary key. So maybe I'll record the name of a user, but for you may need to record the first and the last. But for me, for the sake of let me record first and the last. First name, so I'll put there first and underscore name. You can use camel case where I begin with capital letters, or you can use underscores, but you cannot put what? You cannot put spaces. So I'll put their first name, character of 45. I'll come here and put last underscore name. So character, a variable character of what? Of 45. Maybe I'll put what? I'll put username 45. I'll put password that they will use to log in. Also, I'll make this one what? Text. You know the reason? Text. And then I'll come and create password. What else? Maybe registration date, reg date. I can make a variable character 45 because this will just be a timestamp. I'll put maybe last seen. What's wrong with this? I'll put last seen.
Man, if possible, can you increase your font size?
No, for now. Just force your eyes. So you'll need to just I don't see why they changed the size from. I don't see why they changed the settings from. I'll increase only when I'm dealing with tables here, but here I cannot increase. Okay, so I'll put username last seen. I'll put what else? Maybe I should put photo. Use a photo, and that will be a link, so I can make it a variable character of 45, and then maybe I put about the user, for example. Can leave this one as what? As text. So that's about the users. So I can create also the news now. So to create news, I'll just simply come and double click on this table. Just click on this table and then click it somewhere there. I cannot increase the font, you guys. Just try to force your eyes. So after doing that, I'll just double click on this table, and then I'll click news post. I can call it a post, I can call it an article. Let me just call it news. Let me call it a post. So here I'll put post ID, post underscore ID, and I'll make it primary key with auto increment. And then after I'll put post name, post title. Okay, so I'll put here variable character and that, and then after putting post title, I'll put maybe post details. So after putting post details, this will be a text. I'll come and put post details. After putting post details, can put post date, post underscore date. So this one will also be variable character 45. And then what else should I put? Okay, those are enough for the post photo. I can put photo. Okay, post underscore what underscore photo. That's it. So this will be about the post. Maybe what I've forgotten is the category, but since the post will depend on a category, so I can first create a category separate. Okay, so I just click here and I click here the categories. So I'll double click on this category and then I put post underscore categories. We can put categories, no problem. So I'll just copy this. I come and paste it here, underscore ID, post category ID, so that will also make it auto increment. So this category will have a will have a title. Maybe this should be text, and then we'll have also, make this a primary key, we'll have also maybe details, and maybe I should make this one also text, and then lastly maybe this post title will also have what? Will also have date. Post category will have what? Will have date. So this will also 45. So after making that table, now since this table will depend on this one, so I'll come and double click again on this post, and I make it depend on what? On post category. So I'll double click on it and then I put category like this. So this category is going to be what? An integer. Why? Because this integer will be a primary key from this post category. I hope you understand that point. Also, the one who posted this post, so it will be posted by what? Take this one properly. Category. Okay, we are an integer. So the one also who posted this post, we have to reference him. So I can put post, maybe post by, so by certain user, and this one will also be a what? It will be an integer. Okay, so it will also depend on this one. So if I want, I can record also post views, the number of views, and I can relay this one to users. But for now, I can just leave it. Okay, let me just put it here, so that will be increasing this number what? Per number that someone reads this post, I'll be increasing its views. I'll not record them according to users. So I can put here post underscore views, post underscore views, and I'll make this one what? An integer. This one will help me to determine which post is most popular in a given period of time. Post data, I think I already put it there. So what I'm remaining with is to link this post with its category and the one who posted it. So to do that, I'll just simply, I hope those are the basic tables that I need for just a basic project of news. Yeah, they're the basic tables. So I'm going to link these tables now. So I just come here to foreign keys, and then maybe I'll begin by linking this table up the post by, the post category with this category. So maybe I can just give here this relationship a name. I can say post has category, any name, but you should be having space. So I say this is it is a post, and it's going to reference from what? From post category. Members, I hope you're following. So I'll come and select the category column to reference the post category ID. Hadi, are you following? Hadijatu?
Now,
You're following?
yes. Yes.
Okay. So here I can put the actions, like when I delete a category, all the posts should also be deleted. Here this is where you put the you put the action from. You can either put restrict, so it means that you cannot delete a category if it has some posts. If you put on update, it should restrict. It means that you will not update a category that has some posts. If you put cascade, it means that when you delete the category, it will also delete its posts. When you update the category, it will also update its post. When you put no action, it means that when you delete a category, then this post will have the post will remain there like an orphan, because there will be no action. It will have no any category. So you can do these things from here. So you can say cascade. It means cascade means that when you update a post, if you change its ID, it will automatically update also the post category ID. If I see here on delete, I can see also cascade. It means that also when I delete a category here, it should do what? It should update. I should delete all the related posts in that category. You can do that also. But most of the time, if you don't you lose that, you can just leave no action. So that's one of the way you can do that also. So I'm going to give this post a user. So I'll just say post has user. So I'll reference users like this. So I'll just come and select post user post by I reference user ID like this. So members, I hope you understood. Who has a question like you did not understand at this point? Fatumata, did you understand? Fatumata, you understood?
Yes,
Husna, do you understand? Husnata, is she following?
Yeah.
You understood, right?
Yeah.
Good. So I will just leave this table at this point. So I'll save. Then after saving, I'll have to do what? To export my table. So those who couldn't see, I think I can zoom. So that's my simple table. I can export it to PDF, to PNG, to other formats of files. Okay, so that's my table. So if a programmer wants to extend my project, you'll have to obey what? I'll have to obey this table. So I'll export. So I'll come here to export, and then I can save as SVG, PNG, all. So I can export to SQL, create SQL. Then I say should skip foreign keys in case I don't want to have those restrictions. So I can put here don't create skip foreign keys, skip foreign keys indexes as well. Okay, so that one, it will make sure it skips the foreign keys, because most of the time if you don't skip these foreign keys, you'll have problem when you're running this SQL. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and do and insert and click next, and then click export. So here I can save to any file that you want. Okay, so I'll just click next, and then this is this is my SQL. The SQL. You can also as well save to any file. Maybe you want to save to SQL these files. So I'll just keep on on clipboard. Clipboard. I'll copy it to clipboard, or you can just select all and copy. So I can click on finish. Then I minimize here. Then I come to my my admin, where is at localhost stroke php my admin. So I'll create my database, which is BD news. There's my data table, my database. After clicking on database, I'll have to click on SQL. So I'll just paste here the SQL and then say go. This SQL will be extracted, and as you can see here, if I come here to BD news, I did a mistake. Oh my god, I did a mistake. I had first delete this database name. Sorry. You see this thing of creating database, I have to delete it, otherwise they'll create for you a database. Or if you did not create a database here manually, you can as well change it from here. So let me delete these useless things. Okay, so I did a mistake, so put here BD news. I'll come and put also BD news to specify the database. BD news like this. Can delete this other useless junk. So I'll go and run this SQL, and if you come to BD news, you'll find that you have what? We have our tables. The first table of posts is already created. The table of what? Of users is created, and the table of post category is created. So all the tables are there. If you want to see the relationship is here, you just click on design. So you'll have the relationship. If your screen is too small, you'll find the word more. You just click on that more, and then you see the design. But since I skipped the foreign keys, you cannot see the what? You cannot see the design itself. Okay, the relationship. So there we go. Now we're going to resume with our project. So from where we stopped at, which is open here Sublime Text, a new instance, and then I'll come and open my project. Okay, so my project is where? BD news. Yeah, there it goes. So I'll drag and drop it here to Sublime Text. So after doing that, I'll come to applications. I come to what? To views. I come to what? To views. So still remember admin login. Yeah, we are. Okay. So this is where we stopped at previously. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to, I can as well create here the SQL. I can paste here some SQL. Okay. So I'm going just to resume from where we stopped at. So I'll just go to localhost stroke what? Stroke BD news. There we go. What is not happening? Is localhost started? Okay, localhost. Okay, let me refresh again. Enter key. Okay, oh yeah, I have to click on login. This is just the home page. Okay, I have to click on login to access the login page. Good. So here we are. So I can change these doodles to my own logo, but I'll do that at last to beautify it. So I'll come here, create account. I click there. So I'll put here my full name. Let me put first name and last name. Okay, let me put full name, and then I'll keep that full name in first name. So I'll put my password 1234, and then click on submit, and then you'll see the data is there. So I'm going to clean this data one by one. So Husna, be careful here, see what is happening. So what I'm going to do, I can just comment here copy these techniques, guys. They are not okay, they are not the best, but they can help you not to suffer in making mistakes. So I begin with the name. So I'll first check if the name is not empty. So I will check the name is not empty by just simply putting the name and then say name is equal to. Of course, these things have come through what? Through post. Okay. So come here underscore post and then put here name. Okay. So I will check if this name is empty. Okay. So I'll do some what we call what? Form validation. So I'm validating this form. So I just say if strlen of this name is less than 2, then I'll know this name is too short for me. Okay. So let us make our message system from here. I'm going to try to cover everything in this course. So let us start from here. No. Okay. Should we make the message system from here? Let me see. Okay. Let us make the message system from here first. So to make the message system that will be sending from one file to another, what we are going to do here, I'm going to cover almost everything that I told you. So I can now also trim this name by just putting str trim. I mean just trim. Trim will remove the what? The empty space in case someone submits empty space. Okay. So I check if this name is less than 2. So what will I do? I have to send the what? The message. Okay. So to send the message, of course, I need to create a what? One function that will be doing that for us. So I can come here to models, like the way I told you. All our functions will have to go somewhere in models. So I click here new file, and I'll click there and put there my file. Okay, that will work on these functions. So this file, I can call it my functions. I can call it functions. I can call it my model. I can call it core model. I can call it anything that I want. Let me call it my functions. My functions with a camel case, and should begin with the what? With the capital letter. My functions. Okay. .php should begin with the capital letter. So this same name that is here is exactly the same name that should be for the class. So I click on save, and then I'll just click here. I mean write maybe model. Okay, let me write. Just write the word model, like this, model, and then press the tab key. Then if you have the controller, I mean if you have CodeIgniter, if you have CodeIgniter packages installed, then it will create for you the model itself. So here just checks if the base path is not set, it should not redirect to script. So here it is avoiding another file, I mean someone to hack this project. This is the meaning of this line. Okay, so it is checking if it is not set, it should die with this, that will not allow someone to access this file directly, because this base path is always defined by what? By CodeIgniter when it is starting. So if this is not set, then you'll know that CodeIgniter is not the one which started this, which is trying to access this file. So to set the security, you may put this one, or you may check if is not set this base path. If it's not defined, this base path constant, you should die, or you should exit with what? Like you're not allowed to access this file. This is just for security, in case someone wants to access this file directly without passing through the CodeIgniter. So I'm going to put here the name of the function, and just like the way I told you, this name of this function should start with a capital letter, and it should be as same as the name of the what? Of the file of the model. So I may not need controller, so straight away I may need start creating my what? My functions. So I'm going to put here public function. So I'll just put public and then function and then the function name. For example, I can put here my function called message or MSG. Okay, let me put message. This message I'm going to just do like the way we did with with procedure programming. What will it receive? To receive two things. To receive the message itself, can put here, or the body, okay, and it will receive the what? The message what? The message type. Okay. Once it's received these two, it's going to save them into the what? Into the session. And save them into the session, I'll just put underscore session. Maybe the first dimension it will be message, and the second dimension it will be the body. Okay, so I'll put here body, and then I'll equate it to the message body that has been sent to us. The second one will be the type, and also the first dimension will be message, and then the second one will be what? The type, and I'll put the type here. Okay, so that will be the task of this what? Of this function. It will be helping us to just save these things in a what? In a session. So after doing that, to access this function, of course, we must do what? We must auto-load these functions. Okay, we must auto-load this function, or you manually load this model every time that you load your what? Your view. So to auto-load this model, I'll just simply come to what? To my configuration. Members, I hope you're understanding. Are you?
Yeah.
You're understanding, right? Fatima, you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is good. So I have to auto-load these functions. So I'll come to configuration, auto-load, and then I'll search for what? Models. Find models, So here I'll find blah 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 auto-load model. So like this. So I'm going to load my model like this. Okay. If I auto-load my model, I can as well just auto-load it by just putting here the model name. It's okay. But if I want to auto-load this model and I shorten it so that I should access the short keyword, I can do like this. Okay. You see, I can assign it with a short keyword. So I can just do like this, and then maybe I assign it with F. So or I can just mf or my f or my function, anything. Okay, so I know that anytime I want to access any function in this model, I'll use this short word that I used here. Okay, or I can as well just auto-load it like this. Then it means that every time I want to use this model, functions in this model, I'll have to name them here full. So let me just put f. Okay, like this, my f. So after doing that, there's one thing I want you to see. So I'll copy that. Okay, so I'm going to use this function here. So I'll come back to my file. So I'll check if the name is too short. I'll have to do what? To send the message. So remember, I'll have to use this. Okay, then the name of the what? Of the model, then the name of the function that I want to call in this model. For example, this function is called message, is the one that I want to call in this model of all my functions. So I'll just say this f that represent my functions, and then message. So I'll pass here two parameters. The first parameter will be the message body. Or I can say, now I can say this, your name is too short. Okay, your name is too short. Okay, so the type will be danger, of course, or can be warning. Okay, so that's it. So after, I will have to redirect this user. So to redirect this user, how will I redirect? By simply doing what? Using header. Okay, some of you are still using header, like this. Okay, so in CodeIgniter you may not need to use that. Okay, we have a function called redirect. Okay, it is redirect. You see, when I like to redirect, you see they tell you it is a what? It is a CodeIgniter helper function. Okay, so I'll put here redirect. So this redirect, it takes to what? It takes two parameters. You can redirect and refresh this page, or you can even redirect without refreshing the page. But here the most important part is you pass the link where you want to redirect this user to. So I want to redirect this user to where he came from, which is admin login. Okay, so I'll simply come redirect to what? To base or to site URL, base URL. So I will just put site URL, and then I put here the site itself. So what is the site? It is admin stroke what? Stroke login, and then refresh this page. I hope you understood that. So after redirecting, make sure that you die, okay? Because if you don't die, it will not redirect on the real servers. It will not work on the real servers, because these things will be printed, and once something is printed, it cannot be redirected in the real world servers. Okay, so you die to make sure that you stop this file. After redirect, just die. Okay, I hope you understood that. So I hope we understood everything. Now let me reload, let me refresh. Okay, everything is okay. Now let me make the opposite, because this name is okay. Now let me make it opposite, so that if the name is too long, it should redirect us to back to the login page. So to do that, I'll just refresh here. You have seen it has taken us back to the login page, okay? Because it's saying that the name is too long. But here we cannot see the message, so let us work on that message logic, okay? I want to put this message here on top of this email, So I'll come here and search for this email of registration, okay? So which is here. Okay, I think this is the email of signing up. Okay, I want to put this message here. Okay, so let me put here just some lorem and see if it is where I want. I want to put that message there. I think this is not the place. So let me search that place. Now we have two emails. One is for sign up, another one is for sign in. So this is create account. Under create account, I think this is the one. Under create, no, under welcome. So input welcome to BD News. It's under welcome. Here is where it's supposed to be. I want to put the message there. Refresh. Okay, the text is coming. Okay, I want to put my message here. Okay. So will I put the message there? Of course, I have to check if it's set the session. So PHP if is set the what? The section of message. Okay, here. So I'll have to check here if it's set. Then I'll know I have a what? I have some message on pending. So I'll have to do what? To pause like this. I can as well go ahead and check if the message body is set. Maybe sometimes it can be set and not set like this. No problem. Okay, so I'll first stop what? I'll first stop PHP and then come and resume it here, right? So after doing that, I'm going to create the what? A div. So I just simply put div, and then I put here class what? Class alert, and then put alert again, and put the what? The message type. So this message type, it is PHP that knows it. Okay. So I put PHP type, and I make sure this PHP is attached to here. So I just put here like this, and then I just put here message, but this is type. Okay, to give this message, to give this alert a contextual color, you know that. So after, I'll have to put also the message body inside here. So I'll just simply come and say PHP, and then give this message body here. So let me come and refresh, and I hope everything is okay. Everything is okay, but the message is not what? Is not displaying. Okay, is the message displaying? Nah. Do you know the reason why the message is not coming? Who can tell me? Huh?
I hope there is no logic that is yet used.
Or
Right.
there's a what?
No logic that is used so that it can appear at this point
But I've
without
used the
redirecting.
what's the meaning of this? If is set session this, isn't it the logic that is required? Which other logic is
Okay,
required?
but does it link with the redirected?
Yeah, because you see when I redirected here, I first sent the message. Can you see here when I redirected here on top?
Yeah.
I sent
Yes.
something. Can't you see? I did. So
Yeah.
why is it not displaying?
Did you echo it?
Yeah, I'm echoing here. This is another way of echo. You know this? You know this?
That's the same problem I'm also having.
So who knows the problem?
I also have the same problem, but I didn't solve it. It's still not working. I did all this, but it's still in the error.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you know the problem? Hadijat, if you're in class.
Don't know the problem.
Really? Did you start session?
Do we delete the session?
Did we start the session?
No, I don't think we did.
So if you don't start the session, will you have will the session work?
Not really.
So
So that means you have to start.
but Matt, did you start sessions and also did not work?
What?
Did you start session and it did not work?
No, I did not start session.
So did I tell you that session will work without starting?
No,
So,
because your code, that's what you did. That's exactly what you did in your
so
previous code.
do you need to copy and memorize my code or use your
Because
comments?
I saw
No, you
the
have.
video.
Even in the previous code, I never talked about sessions.
You talked about it, sir, but the video is actually in the
Yes,
code.
I thought about sessions, but so that's it. You should just not copy and paste. Just use common sense. And then like, why is it not working? You know, session cannot work without starting sessions. So CodeIgniter has CodeIgniter has a what? Has a place where we can start the we can that manages sessions for us. Small voice, man. What?
So I started the session.
Okay, after 30 minutes. Okay, after 30 minutes, come. I'll work for you. I have it. Yeah, I'm teaching and I'm recording. Okay, after 30 minutes, come. I'll help you. Okay.
Rindo,
Yes, please.
do you think you need to start the session even when you change your auto load?
So if you don't start session, how will sessions work? That is.
I mean, when you already do it in your auto loads.
Did you autoload it?
Yeah.
Who told you about autoloading sessions?
I mean, where the config is before the auto load, this place.
There's a place of
I
session.
put it in the libraries. Yeah.
Okay, so it had to work. Maybe those are just flaws. So CodeIgniter has a place where we can manage for us sessions. Okay. Okay, Fatmat, at least for you, had already tried, so you already know what is happening. Those who are not trying, I don't know. So, at least for you had tried. So, CodeIgniter has a what? Has a library of session. Has a library of sessions that can help us to deal with what? With sessions. So, if you come and search CodeIgniter sessions, CodeIgniter session library, you will find the full details about this sessions library. Okay, but if you were to load it in simple terms, okay, they will tell you how to use it, but still you can reuse these sessions in any way that you want. Just come and play with this. Okay, CodeIgniter session, that is your homework. Note it down. But if you auto-load these sessions in CodeIgniter, CodeIgniter will make sure that it starts this session in a right place in a right way and ends them in a right place in a right way. So our task is just to auto-load this session. Don't forget that. I don't want someone again to call me my session are not working. So just auto-load session here under the libraries, and then this session will be able to do what? To be started and stopped in the right time. So I've auto-loaded sessions, so it means that this session will be started and stopped in the right time. So my task, that's all that we need in CodeIgniter. Just come to auto-loads and auto-load what? Auto-load sessions. Then that's all. So let me create another account and we see if it will work now. So I'll come here, put the name, put the email, put the password, and submit. Fatumata, what's that?
Your name is too short. I did the same thing.
I
auto-load my session.
So were you dying?
Yeah, I died. In the index, yeah. And yeah. Sorry, I mean die in the food.
But you're still breathing. So you see, that's it, baby. That's it. Okay, that's it. That's all you need. Just start the session. I mean, auto-load the session, and that's all. You're good to go with your sessions. Okay. So that's a point to note down. Okay. So I'll come just to my what? To my code and then make this one the right way. Okay. The right way. So I've proved to you that everything is okay if you follow the right procedures. So in case the name is too short, I'll say the name is too short. Otherwise, I'll keep the name. So I can keep this name in an array, in a new array. For example, I can say this array is going to be called data. Okay, because remember, when you insert the data in a database, it should either be in an array or in a what? In a form of an object. You know that. And this name of the names of indices of that object of that array should be the same names as those in a what? In a column. So I put here if the name is too short and I'm refreshing using D, I can call it data. Husnatabi, watch very careful here. Okay? Don't do those mistakes. But it's part of life, it's part of doing. So just learn. Okay? So you see I'm collecting this data in what? In an array. Why? Because I'll keep this in an array. So when I tell you also to validate your form, don't fail. So that one, Shesh, the name is over. But in the database, we have first name and last name. So let me come and copy these things from what? From database, because if they don't match with the database, that's also another problem that may happen. So I'll come and click here on what? On user, and then make sure I'm using the same what? I'm using the same values, the column. So I'll just copy that. I'll just come and paste them here. And once I finish something, so I'll put here first name, I'll put it here. I'll load just this name in the first name, and then in case first name is too short like this. This is just pretty straightforward. Okay, so user ID, it will take care of itself. We forget to ask for username. In fact, we are going to edit that form and ask for username. Okay, also maybe the first name or last name, we're going to edit that form. Okay, we're going to add for username, so we're going to go back for that. So I'll check if username is set. We can also check if it's set, things like these ones. Okay, so I can just come here and check, get the username, and I'm going to get this one from what? From the username form. And then so if the username is too short, I say I'll just come here and say username too short. What else? I'm going to come to password. So I have to validate the first password with the what? With the second password, if they really match. Before these are the things that I want you to do. Don't do exactly like me, but these are things that I want you to do. So I check the first name and last name is same. I've checked if the first password and the last password is matching. If it's not matching, I can also redirect the user back. So how will I do that? By just simply, but that is already done in the front end, so I may not do it here. Okay, that's that's the password. Okay, so password already taken care of, and I will do what? I will hash it using what? Password hash. Okay, so I just pass here the string. You already know how to hash, what is meant by password hash. Okay, so the email, oh, let us use the username as email. Okay, so we don't need to go back. So username here, email. So I can put here, your email is too short. Okay, so the username will be the email. Okay, because it's not asked for that. So that's the email. Then what else? Password and last password. You can also validate these ones if they really match. So those are the information that we can get from the from the form. Password, we have got it. Okay, what else? Sign up, we're not interested in that. Okay, so I've taken care of everything that I want. What is remaining is registration date. So to get this registration date, I'll also put it in a in array of of data. Hadi, I hope you're not using your mobile phone. Are you?
No.
Good. Last scene, let me put the same. Photo, let me put just nothing. Okay. Then about us, I'll put what? I'll put just about us and then nothing. So you can see I've taken care of everything that I want. Okay. So let me just dump. Let me just dump this data before I do what? I proceed. What are you saying, Musa?
I said confusion. Down there, you are using username is equal
to password.
Stream, you use email.
Yeah, email. What's wrong with that?
Username with email. How will those one correspond?
Yes, in the email I'm collecting username. I mean in the form I'm collecting username. Here I mean I'm collecting email in the username. But in my database I'll record it as a username. What's wrong with that? I'll identify users by their email. Each user has to have one email. Together?
Okay.
Okay. Understand very fast. After long explanation. Oh, seriously? Okay. So we'll come here to have to unset the session after presenting the message. I'll have to do what? To unset. So I'll have to come here and unset the session message. So let me come to create account again. Create account. Full name John Smith. Password 1234. 1234. Oh, I forgot user type. I'll just leave it like that. Okay. So there we go. So that's the first problem. Let me see. Undefined username. Username. Is it what Musa was saying? Okay, so here username is equal to email. Okay, I just repeated myself, nothing big. Maybe I should put password. Password too short, in case the password is too short. Okay, so let's refresh this page. Come to sign up again. So this message should disappear. Come to sign up. Put a file sign up. N4. Sign up. What's wrong? Did I save really? Undefined username. Which username they talking about? Oh, here. Here. Musa, what are you crying? Okay, so here we go. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. submit. Okay, so everything is okay. That's our password, our username, and registration date. That's all. That's it. So everything is okay. A photo not set and about is not set. Everything is okay, right? So we can go ahead and do what? And insert this data in a database. But before inserting the database, let's first check if this user is not existing on the database with the same email. You know, you have to check the user with the same email if he's not existing in the what? On the database. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to come to my functions and just get the user by, write a function that will be getting user by username. So what will I do? I'll just say public function okay, get user by username. Okay, so what will I do here? I'll just read the SQL that will get the user by what? By username. So the SQL will be select all from what? From users where username equal to the username that you have been sent to here. Okay, then I run this SQL by using this DB. Have you autoloaded the database? No, so you have to autoload also database library. So I'll come and copy this, just put it here. Okay, always remember these small things. So this DB what? Query, right? And then I'll pass the what? The SQL and point at result. Is it results or result? Fatmat? It is what? Results? It is what?
What?
To get the result. Is it result or results?
Result.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
results.
Okay. So I can get this with S. Results.
No,
Eh?
no.
You're not sure?
Result.
Like this?
I'm sure there's nothing like results. Result.
Very good. I hope so. Let's see if you're not lying, guys. So let me just die with this, okay? Let me echo the pre-tag. Musa.
Yes, man.
Musa. Is it result or results?
Man, I won't help you. Try.
I can see, baby. So I'll just do what? After reaching this point, after validating these parts, then I can get this user by what? By username, and to see if there is another user who is using this what? Who is using this email. So I say u is equal to what? This F, and then I point at this. I hope this is self-explanatory. So I'll have to pass the what? The username. Members, I hope this is understandable, right? I mean, Husnata. Husna.
No.
Are you understanding?
Yeah.
If you don't understand and then you say you understood,
How are you?
that's a problem. Who is that?
She was just saying hi.
From
Husna.
Husna. You're saying hi to me at this time?
No, No, it's not Husna. Someone is saying hi to Husna.
Okay, so you see the problem? I hope you know the problem, eh? You have not done what? You have not put database what? Information. So I have to come to config database, okay? Root, so I put here root, password, no password, database name, bd news. Okay? So those are small things that should not make you cry again. So refresh. You see the array is empty, so everything is okay. So I'll just so what I'm going to do here in this, since here we're expecting only one user to be returned, so I'll check if is what? If empty, I should just return a what? An empty array like this. Else I should return the first what? The first result, eh? Yeah, Fatimata, you're very sharp lady. You see, you even knew it is a result. Can make a good wife. I'm joking. I'm serious. I'm joking. I'm serious. I'm both. So I'm happy with you, Fatimata. I'm happy with you. Really happy. You see that you can even you've started even mastering these words. For me, it took me time to know whether it is a results or result. I first cried for some days, but for you, just few days, you already know it is a result, not results. That's very awesome. I'm happy with you. So I'll have to do what? I'll have to remove these dies. I'll just return the first result. Eh? Otherwise, I return the empty. So here, when I'm calling it here, it will return here. Okay. So let me die if everything is okay here at this point. Let me die with this u. I refresh here. You see, empty array of the user and this one. Okay, so I'll just check if this is not empty, then I'll just know, hey, there is another user with already same username. Do you understand? In case it is not what? It is not empty. So I just say if not empty what? The user. I mean, if empty, I mean, I'll just check if not empty. So if it is not empty, then I'll know there is a what? There is a user. So I can as well check if is set. If is set, the user, maybe user what? User ID. You know, this ID is a what? Is the must for every user to exist. So I'll know if user ID of this u that has been returned is set, then I'll know this email is already used by another user. Do that in your project, please. Don't register users before you check their usernames are already used. Okay? So I can just send here the message. User with same username, I mean, with the same email already exist. Okay, so he will know what to do next. So that's the message I can set here in case it is set. So if we refresh here, it will not redirect us because the ID of, I mean, user ID of that person is not what? Is not set. So you see, everything is okay. So we can now go ahead and do what? And log in this user. Okay, we can create a function to log in the user, but since we now go ahead to insert this user in a what? In a database. We can create a separate function for inserting the user in the database for registering this user. But since my project is not going to be huge, like it will use APIs, but if you're expecting to use APIs, then everything should be in a function. Why? because you'll need to access these functions even without accessing HTML. But since I'm not expecting to use API, like I'm not making this project for Android and the rest, I can as well create the user from here. Okay, so I'll first check if the database, if the data that I want to insert in user is okay. You see, everything is already set. So my remaining task is to insert. So how will I insert? By just simply saying if what? If this DB insert, I'll first pass. We first pass the database or we first pass the data? Who can remind me? Musa, what do you pass first? The table name or the data?
What? Where?
Here in insert.
I hope you should pass the table.
The data. Are you sure?
By right, it's not logical. We should pass the data into the table.
So
by right,
why should we start first? We first pass the data or we first pass the table name?
We should pass the data into the table by right. That is logic.
So which one comes first?
Data.
Data first. This DB insert data and then comma the table name, right?
It's my suggestion.
What is true? That is the question.
Hey, man, I never tried. So let me not
you really will not try this?
No, I didn't try this time.
You've not inserted? You've not created the CRUD application? Huh?
No.
Okay. It's up to you, baby. No, you know what you're doing. Okay, so let us see. Fatmat, I think we begin with the table name, right? I don't want to come back and... What do we begin with? If you still remember.
Is the table name first, then data.
So Musa want us to knock.
And I'm sure for that one.
Wow, that is very great. So you should not even disturb ourselves. She's sure. Yeah, even me had made the same, but Musa, you know, we boys, we take long to understand stuff. So I put here users like this, okay? Users, this DB insert, then you put users, and then you put the data. Yeah, so that is very good of you, Fatimata. So happy. So here, what else? We have to now log in the user. So if it's successfully, then you can log in the user. Else, I'll do what? I will send the message, right? I'll send a message, something went wrong. In case something fails, I can redirect. Okay. Failed to insert in the database. So something went wrong while, okay. Something went wrong while creating your account, okay? Please try again. Maybe make this one danger. Okay, so I can do that as well and direct him the same page. So if he successfully insert, it will execute this one. So if he successfully insert, what I'm going to do, I'm going to log in this user by simply putting him in a what? In a session of user. I can do like this, and then is equal to. Now let me get this user data from what? From database. So I'll just use the same thing here that I used before. Okay? Because I don't want to insert this array that we've inserted in the session user. So I get this user, members, can you see? I get again this user who was just registered right now. From what? From database. And then I saved his what? His data into the session of user. Okay, so I'll be checking for this in the security. We can use this one as well in a function, but I've just done this one from here. Okay, so let me die here with success, and then if it shows me success, then I'll go ahead and what, and redirect to the admin part. So let me come and refresh. Perfect. Yeah, that is very good. So success. Okay, so we know we are here. Now if we refresh again, it should tell us back that email is already used. Can you see? User with the same username already exists. That is very nice. So now what should we do here on success? I want to redirect them to the dashboard. Okay, because already logged in. So how do you do that? Where's the dashboard? Dashboard. I mean, have we made that controller? I think not yet. So I'll come here to my models. I mean, to my views. Let me put an index here in the admin. I'm going to put the index, and that will be the dashboard index. Okay, inside the admin. You see, I come in the folder of admin. I'm going to put the index, and that will be my what? My default index. So I'm going to put here index.php. Okay, put here I'm just h1. Say this is admin dashboard. Okay, so once we see that, we know that everything is okay. So I'll come here to controllers, I'll come to admin, and then link with that index. Okay, so this index, I'll just load the index. I'll load inside admin stroke index.php. Hadi, did you understand this? Adijat, did you you understood it? Don't just say, I hope you're saying this num from your heart. Not just say to pass time. This is not a IT class. This is your money, your time. Did you understand it, Hadi?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I understand.
That is good. So I just create the what? The default home page for this controller of admin. Okay? And it will load it from views of admin index. Okay, good. If you understand, that is great. So here I want to redirect to that. So I'll just create here the message. Okay. After logging in the user, I'll do what? I'll remove this success. Okay. Then I can say your account has created successfully. Your account was created successfully, and then I change this on to what? To success. Okay, and then I redirect to admin stroke just index. Even if you don't put index, it will automatically reload the index because it is there. Okay, I hope you understand this. So I direct that. So that's it. So I'll remove these dies and the rest. Okay, so everything is now okay. Now what I'm going to do right now, remember here we already logged in, right? We logged in the user, but we can still access the what? The login page. So I'm going to check if the user is logged in this page, and we redirect him to what? To the admin page. And that will be the end of our today's class. So I'll come here and just copy this, just redirect. I just copy this redirect, and I'll come on top of what? Of this file. So I don't want someone to access this file if he's already logged in. So how will I do that? If is what? If is set the session of user. So if he's set, then it means that this guy is already logged in. Then what is he doing here? So I put this one on very, very top. So if he's already logged in, I'll just direct this guy to the what? To the admin dashboard. Like this. So I refresh. You see? We are taking this page. So we are not allowed to the login page in case, let me just go back. So if I go to login, we are not allowed to the login page in case we are logged in. Okay, so to conclude today's class, I still have 4 minutes. Let me use these 4 minutes to create my admin dashboard. So I'll come here to localhost stroke what? Metronic. So this is going to be the admin dashboard, like this one. So I'm just going to create this one, in the dashboard views. So to do this, it is under distribution on the very top, the index, the index one. Or I can as well come here to applications. I come to what? To profiles. I mean, no. Here under there's education and there is dashboard. There's also another dashboard that I can use here. This student dashboard. I can use this one. But no, let me just use this, the main default dashboard, and I'll then modify and remove what I don't want and keep only what I want, okay? So I'm just going to use this dashboard in the main admin. So this is our dashboard. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come to dashboard here, and then I'll come to our the Metronic. I think I've not loaded the Metronic. Let me load the Metronic template. It is in what? In localhost. Localhost. I don't have localhost here. So I'll come here to explore. I'll come to htdocs. I'll come to localhost. Metronic 7. I'll come to HTML. I'll come to demo 1. Okay, let me just load this demo 1. I want that index file, So that index file is under distribution. I think it is this one, okay? I think it is this. So I'll just copy that index. I'll copy that. I'll just come to this index of admin and paste it there. Okay? Paste it. So I'll come and refresh. Gonna be a little bit slow, but let us see. Oh, that's what we've got. Even without any pain, with no pain, we just got that. Okay, you see, that's my admin. So in the next class, let me see. I think in the next class we'll begin with separating the headers and the footers, so that we should be able to make a basic template that we'll be able to use in the rest of pages that we'll need. Okay, so I think you've understood at this point, unless there's a question. Is there any question? You see how it is very simple. Is there any question? So the next class will start from there. Is there any question, members?
No, but what if we have problems with our code?
Yeah, you search on internet the solution.
I searched.